Yeah, sorry it was like a week, but I am in my final stretch right now. I'm 2 weeks from graduation, and that's really scary yet exciting, and I'm also really excited about what we're talking about today, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. Today I'm gonna talk about sources of inspiration. Sorry, my bed's really messy right now because I got all this crap lying on it. And so I'm just gonna go through and show you some of my favorite sources of inspiration. Needless to say, stuff like fashion magazines and watching like fashion shows online, those are really good sources of inspiration, but I'm gonna assume most of you know about that already, so I'm not gonna go into that to save time. So I'm just gonna start with like movies that inspire me first. Let's see. Okay, first Moulin Rouge. This is an amazing movie, both, oh, it's the exact same, but both in the music and also the costumes. Everything's very glittery and showgirl and just really well made. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it, especially if you like musicals, because the music is fantastic. And it has Ewan McGregor, who's super cute. Next, Pleasantville. As I said in my last video, I really love like the really cute, modest, like 50s and 60s women's wear. This movie has some really adorable costumes in it because they're like transported into this TV show from the 50s. So all the women have like these cute little dresses and sweater sets, and all the men are in suits. Just a great movie for fashion. Marie Antoinette. Even though this movie doesn't have very historically accurate fashion because they changed a lot of the colors that would have been used, I'll show you the back here. The costumes themselves are amazingly well made and really beautiful, and the movie itself, it's a little bit boring, but if you're just staring at the fashion, it's like the most exciting movie you will ever see. The shoes, the dresses, the hats, the fans, everything is phenomenal. So that is a great movie to watch. Next I have Chicago. This is another movie kind of like Moulin Rouge. Everything's very showy and sparkly and glamorous, and you know, the men are all in suits. It takes place in like the 30s, so kind of like, or maybe it's 20s. Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter because everyone has cute little like flapper style haircuts, and yeah, just a really great movie. Also a musical, so good for music. I'm really into musicals. And the last one I have here is The Fifth Element. I'm a big like sci-fi geek, and this is one of my favorite movies ever. If you have not seen it, you must. It is one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. And the costumes were done by Jean-Paul Gaultier, so they're really like fun and futuristic and sexy. And even if you're not into sci-fi, if you just like clothing, because you know the costume design was done by a very famous designer, definitely watch this movie. Alright, I'm going to move on to books. I have so much to cover. I don't want to make the video like 20 minutes long though. This is the book I talked about last time. I just wanted to show you to you one more time. The Illustrated Encyclopedia of Costume and Fashion. And like I showed you last time, it just has pictures from pretty much every era you can imagine. It's just really fun to look at. And if you're, if you don't know how you're going to be inspired by something, or if, say, you had an assignment and you were supposed to be inspired by such and such era, definitely a good thing to have laying around. Now, let's see, I've got a few more books. Fashion Now. I got this, I think, at Borders. It's huge, though. I think it was fairly expensive because it weighs like 10 pounds. This is like a collection of the world's 150 most important designers, according to these people. And it's really great for insight into a designer's mind. It's got a lot of really great pictures in it. A lot of the designers you've probably never even heard of, so it's cool to see who's influential in the fashion world as opposed to just people we've heard about. And it also has like a biography and an interview with all the designers, so you can kind of know what they're thinking, so it's really cool. And let me see. So this is Fashion Now, edited by Terry Jones and Avril Mayer, if you want to look for that. Next I have, this isn't the original book, but there are books that are Japanese street fashion, and the first one was called Fruits, and the second one, which is what I have right here, is called Fresh Fruits. And I'm sure you've heard of like Harajuku girls and stuff like that because of Gwen Stefani making them famous. But this is just photos of really crazy Japanese street fashion. Let me see if I can flip this right here. And yeah, very colorful, very out there, something you probably would never see in America. And it's just cool that they can celebrate their individuality in such a way over there. And really fun to look at. A lot of it is variations of the same outfit, just like, you know, like ripped tights with fishnets over them, and then like certain boots, but everything's so colorful and interesting. Definitely just fun eye candy.